now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Well, good Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Ark-La-Miss update. A special meeting was held by the Monroe City Council opposing a Senate bill that passed in the 2025 Louisiana legislative session. NBC 10's Abby Price has all those details.
State Senator Katrina Jackson Andrews, Representative Pat Moore, and Representative Adrian Fisher have spearheaded opposition of Act 452 of Senate Bill 220, leading to a special meeting held by the Monroe City Council. Now, the act by Senator Stuart Cathy pertains to the power of appointment of a police chief or fire chief in Monroe, a power that under the new law has been given to the governor.
That's it. You can take your seat, man. Thank you. Oh, I do it. It's become a joke. Sir. One more remark and you'll be cast out.
Emotions ran high today at City Hall as the Monroe City Council held a special meeting to vote on two resolutions relating to a bill passed in the final hours of the Louisiana legislative session. Act 452 of Senate Bill 220 allows the governor to have the authority to appoint a police chief or fire chief in Monroe if the position has been vacant for more than 12 consecutive months. The first resolution of the council was seeking to authorize a lawsuit against SB 220 and the state of Louisiana to declare the bill as unconstitutional. The second resolution to request that the governor does not exercise his authority to appoint a new chief. Both resolutions passed with a vote of 3-2. Representatives say in the final minutes of the session, as the bill was preparing to be voted on, they were not made aware of the amendment being added that specifically addressed Monroe. They say they were only told that the bill dealt with legislation in New Orleans and that they would not have voted for the bill if they had full transparency.
The way the legislation is crafted, it only deals with the city of Monroe. We believe the bill should have been properly advertised as any other bill should have been advertised, and there's another constitutional issue with it.
Monroe Mayor Friday Ellis was not present for the meeting, but he did provide us with a statement regarding the resolutions and appointment of fire chief. It says in part, quote, "The City Council is free to pursue legal action, but there is no constitutional basis for this lawsuit and no legal precedent suggesting the statute in question is invalid. This path risks further delays in appointing a fire chief, undermining public safety at a time when Monroe residents deserve decisive leadership and protection." Councilman Rodney McFarland told us what their next step is in regards to the lawsuit and the appointment of a new fire chief.
Well, the next step is for us to decide which attorney that we will be using to file this lawsuit, and we will be getting our letter drafted to the governor. We have a charter, a home rule charter that governs us, and that's what we should go by.
Well, you can find the recording of the full meeting on the Monroe City Council's Facebook page and read the mayor's full statement at myarklamiss.com.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Elizabeth Temple.
The clouds are going to enter into the early afternoon hours, and our high temperatures today will reach about the middle 90s, and it's actually those clouds that are going to linger through the rest of the day today, through the overnight hours and into the early morning hours as well. But the highest concentration in the morning is going to be along I-20, and those overnight lows will be pretty mild in the low to mid 70s. So some fog may be an issue. It shouldn't be too severe, but definitely as you head into the morning hours, just make sure that you are taking your time out on the roads. And those clouds are going to linger throughout the day on Wednesday, becoming more widespread in the afternoon hours, and a possible shower or thunderstorm, especially in our southeast area of the viewing area. Overnight lows tonight, like I said, are going to be in the lower 70s, and those clouds are going to linger through the overnight hours and into the morning. So, of course, just be watching out for that patchy fog on your morning commute. High temperatures are going to be in the middle 90s, and those clouds are going to last throughout the day, and it is going to be another warm one. And as we head into the rest of the week, those highs are going to be back up into the upper 90s. Heat indices are going to be well over 100 degrees, so make sure that you are staying hydrated and that you're practicing your heat safety. But some rain relief could be possible by the beginning of next week, so hopefully that will keep temperatures down a little bit in some spots.
And that is our update today on this Tuesday. NBC News Daily continues now. It's hot outside. Check on neighbors, check on pets. God bless you.